Welcome in. It is Big Ten today on a Wednesday. Great to have you with us. I am Dave Revson. It's Minnesota Day on the Big Ten Network. We'll be celebrating all day with Gopher programming. We are going to focus on football off the top in that theme. Of course, it's Media Days coming up next week here in Chicago, so PJ Fleck's team is our big story. Fleck heading into year 10, remarkably, as the Gophers head coach. 8 wins this season ago. He continues to climb the charts as one of the greatest winners ever in the Twin Cities. He's 4th all-time in victories and counting. Remarkably, he's still never lost a bowl game. Gophers boasting the longest bowl win streak in Big Ten history, added to it with a Rate Bowl win over New Mexico last season, one of those 8 victories on the year. As we look ahead to this season, pleased to be joined by Gopher running back Darius Taylor. And Darius, I'm going to start with the thing I think every Gopher fan really wants to know, which is, how's your health?
Everything's going great. Right now we're in the conditioning stage of our plan. So I'm going through that pretty strong. I'm doing some Pilates on the side every Wednesday. I'm in the training room, doing everything I can, honestly. We play a violent game. Injuries are a part of it. It's something you just got to battle through and keep going. But I give everything I can when I'm out on that field. And yeah, I'm just doing everything I can to make sure I'm here for my team.
You mentioned the Pilates. I know you've hired a personal chef as well and spent a lot of time with the athletic trainers. Tell me how all of that has helped you, all these changes you've made in this off season.
I say the biggest thing is just more so focusing on my body. I'm down to the macro level. That focused on it. So everything that I can do, I'm doing. And the rest is just football. Football is a violent game. If it happens, it happens. But I'm doing everything I can, and also our staff is doing everything they can. So we're leaving everything out on the table, and we're just going to go play, have a great season, and the rest will be history.
Darius, you've made some history in Minneapolis. This is your 4th year with the Gopher program, and that used to be commonplace. The guy would spend 4 years at the same place. I'd say it's highly unusual now. So what has made Minnesota the right place for you?
I said the number one thing is Coach Fleck. Coach Fleck does a great job of just being completely honest with you. He's very transparent. When you're doing good, he tells you you're doing good, and when you're not playing good, he tells you you're not playing good. And that's something that I need out of a coach. That's something that I love about him. He just makes sure he holds me accountable in all things. In my personal life, on the field, academically, he just holds me accountable. And that's something that's great about this program is you grow as a man, as a football player. So there's really no reason for me to leave. We have everything here that you can get anywhere else. We play great football. Big Ten football is the best football. It's fun to go out there, run the ball, play strong defense. So, it's great to be a part of this team.
We would certainly second that notion on Big Ten football. Obviously been fabulous here in recent years. You mentioned Coach Fleck being really important to you. I want to know a little bit about your new running backs coach, Mo Ibrahim, a guy who's not that far removed from doing what you do, which is carrying the football for the Gophers. Tell me about the influence he's had here early on as he's taken over as your position coach.
He's done a great job of putting himself in our shoes. He obviously understands everything that we're doing and everything that we're going through out there on the field. So he's able to kind of talk to us on a personal level and be able to explain how he handled certain situations when he was playing not too long ago. And it's really cool to just be able to look back on a mentor. He was the guy who was recruiting me to come here in the first place, and now he's my coach. It's kind of a crazy dynamic. It's really cool to have him as a coach. I love him. He's like one of my best friends, as well as a mentor, father figure for me at this point now because of the position that he's in. So it's been really cool to have him here. And we never lost contact. So even when he first got the job, I was super excited because, I probably talked to him every couple of weeks before he was even a coach here. It slowed down when he was over at Kent State, obviously, because of recruiting rules and things like that. But before he was there, he was here helping every day when Coach Nick McKissick-Luke was here. So it's been really cool to have him here, and he's done a great job of combining this room, bringing the young guys up, bringing up the floor, and allowing us to be ourselves and helping us grow.
I want to talk a little bit about that running back room and just running the ball in general. I mean, it's been such the identity of Minnesota under Coach Fleck, and yet last year you guys had a really hard time running the ball, and obviously your injuries were a huge part of that. But where have you seen a jump in the run game here this offseason that you believe you can carry forward into this year?
I'd say just going into every practice with intent, understanding what we need to do, how we need to run the ball. And that goes through three different rooms. I mean, that goes through the O-line room, tight end room, and the running back room. We've all come together. We've all talked about it, what our goals are and how we're going to handle the run game and the mindset that we're going to have when we go out there. Coach Fleck does a great job of making sure he tells us that every practice of having that mindset that we're going to run the ball, we can run the ball. And yes, injuries did play a part in that last year. But, I mean, we have guys that can run the ball great. I mean, we got guys from all over the place. We got about 9 backs in the room right now. So we got a lot of guys that can run the ball. I'm excited about this year. I'm excited about the young guys. And then our whole room's young. I mean, everybody in here has at least 1 more year. And outside of me, I think everybody else has 2 or more years. So, I mean, we got a young room, and it's going to be really cool to see those guys grow. And they're doing a great job progressing, and they're having a good time.
How have you seen Drake Lindsay evolve at quarterback?
Yeah, Drake's the dog. I love Drake. He does a really good job of leading, and he's just my guy.
In addition to injuries, you've had some personal challenges that have been pretty well documented. You've spoken pretty openly about it. Your dad's been in prison for much of your life, and yet you've overcome it, not just on the field, but I mean in the classroom, an unbelievable student, an academic All-Big Ten pick the last couple of years. How have you been able to kind of compartmentalize what's gone on in your personal life and still flourish in the way that you have?
That's something that we talk about in our program is being able to compartmentalize your entire life. Athletically, socially, spiritually, being able to do those things when you're doing that. So if you're playing football, you're playing football, not thinking about things outside. If you're in your personal life, you're thinking about your personal life and doing that 100%. But I will say with my dad, I mean, he's a good motivator for me. He tells me exactly what not to do, and he's been a great example of that, what not to do. And then he admits that, and he says it. He says it every time I talk to him. Don't be like me. Just you take my advice. Don't use me as an example. And he just says like, you wanna follow like great people. Coach Fleck. He talked to Coach Fleck during the recruiting process, and he loved Coach Fleck as well. So he's been a good mentor for me. I mean, he understands that his mistakes they are kind of what they are. I mean, there's nothing he can really do about it now. He has to handle this situation, but he does a great job of helping me grow as a man as well. I mean, he's showing me exactly what not to do, and I talk to him just about every day.
Well, really well said there. I want to leave you with this. What are some of your personal goals for this year?
I'd say do everything I can to help this team win. I mean, I'm going to go out there and win games, win as many games as possible. I want to connect this running back room. We got a lot of young guys, like I said earlier. So we need those guys to be able to come up. We got to bring up the floor. No matter what level they are at now, I need them to be exactly where I am by the time the season comes around. That's the most important thing. I'd say leading this room, leading this team, and I'll do everything I can to help us win.
What's your leadership style, Darius?
I say I'm more of like a personable leader. I mean, I just tell the guys all the time, like when they're like, but you're DT. I mean, that doesn't mean anything, bro. Like we do the same exact thing. We're doing the same workouts. We're doing everything the exact same. So you can do everything that I can do. It's just putting your mind to it and making sure that you're focused out there on the field. So I just say I try to be personable and I try to relate everything to we're the same. There's no hierarchy. There's none of that. I mean, we're on the same level. It's just one of us gets a couple more opportunities, but when they get their opportunity, they need to make things happen, and they'll keep growing.
Darius, really a pleasure to get a chance to visit with you here today. Obviously, looking forward to seeing you on the field this fall. I'm looking forward to seeing you on the field when we come up for our campus tour here on the Big Ten Network in the next few weeks. Darius Taylor, congratulations on a great career to this point, and we look forward to seeing you once again toting the rock for the Gophers here this fall.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.